Hi, ladies. It's Chaya Parkoff, licensed clinical social worker, and it's January 2nd, 2024. And I just wanted to share with you a brief idea on this week's Parsha Shemot. We're in the new book, the second book of the Torah, Shemot, which means names. And it begins with the names of all the tribes, all the children of Yaakov. And I wanted to just share with you one brief idea about when Moses is found in the Nile River. And what happens is the daughter of Pharaoh is down by the Nile with her maidservants. And they see this basket in the marsh. And it's far away, though, in the Nile, and it's far away. There's no way that anybody could, reach it physically. But it tells us that she reached out and she was able to take the basket. And the sages talk about how her arm really extended. Now, God can do a miracle, so God can extend her hand all the way out. And if you're, in first grade, second grade, you learn my kids would come home with projects where there would be like a hand, and it would be the paper would be folded so that the hand could stretch out. It's a very young, immature, but that's what children can handle, hearing that, okay, her arm stretched out, God stretched out her hand. But really what's going on here is that her willingness, she saw that this was an opportunity. She grew up in Pharaoh's home, okay? But she saw something. Even though how she was raised was in this home that would never in a million years, her father was trying to kill the Jewish babies. She saw, though, that there was something bigger. There was something greater going on here than the way she was raised. And so she extends herself. Her maidservants, on the other hand, didn't. And it says they walked away. The commentaries talk about how they went to their death, meaning spiritual death. They had an opportunity to choose, and they didn't. But Bat Paro did. She did choose. And later on, there's more about Bat Paro that we can talk about, but she made a choice right at that moment. Her maidservants did not. And this, ladies, is what Judaism is all about. We don't get to choose the circumstances in which we're born. We don't get to choose our socioeconomic status, the parents that we have, the time in our lives that we are born or were raised, or the circumstances that we experience. But we do get to choose our response to it. Our response. And to know that we're part of something bigger, and that's what Bat Paro knew. And that's what we know. And especially in what's going on today, for us to know as Jews that we're part of something so much bigger. And actually, every human being is part of something so much bigger. They just don't necessarily know it. And that's our job as Jews, to spread that message. But there are a lot of people choosing to not. But we get to choose. And my invitation is for us to continue to choose life, to choose to be part of the bigger picture, and to be like Bat Paro, even when it feels like something is too far away for us to just be willing to extend our hand, and Hashem will, metaphorically, bring us there. Have a great week.